What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Left Spin Base. Today we have Pro Series once more with an epic unboxing of the Beyblade Burst Pro Series Zwei Luinor. Alright, so that one seems to definitely be the attack mode, Tim. And here is Zwei Luinor. Zwei Luinor. Now, I don't think I have ever been this excited to do an unboxing than I am right now. Zwei Luinor is possibly the hardest Bay in the Pro Series to find and get. So let's not waste any time to it. Let's take a look at the Beyblade Burst Pro Series Zwei Luinor. Let's check out the stats on the back. So Zwei Luinor is a balanced type Bay, spins left, which is good because all Luinors should spin left. If it spins right, something is wrong and I'm probably not going to like it. D69-P disc and a PR2 driver. Now the PR-02 driver has three tip modes. So more likely it sounds like it's going to be a lot like your Master Devilos with the tip change. So its stats, the attack is fully maxed out above and beyond what the stats are. The burst ability on it is right in the middle ground, so this Bay could possibly burst and more likely will burst depending on who he goes up against. His defense is next to nothing, but his weight is through the roof, maxed out just like his attack. Then his agility is also on the lower side, but it's still up there, so it's going to move pretty fast, which is what we want and expect when it comes to a Luinor. And there, the stamina though, the stamina is absolutely non-existent. So it's either this Bay is going to hit hard and end things right away, but if that battle drags on, it's going to lose no matter what. So let's unbox this now and let's take a look at Zwei Luinor. Alright, and here are our stickers. Best part about the Pro Series is being able to put the stickers on. Just like the Takaratomis, and one of the reasons why a lot of Bay fans love Takaratomi over Hasbro is the stickers. The option to be able to decorate them, make them look freaking awesome, or just keep them the same. And I've said it before, a lot of Bays look awesome just without the stickers. But having the stickers is just a great choice to be able to make them the way you want them to look. So I think that's awesome, and I'm glad they do include the stickers with the Beyblade Burst Pro Series. Now we got the light launchers from the Pro Series, and like I have said before, these launchers are where it's at. These are epic launchers, and they are great. This is a left spin one. You can tell just by where it's located, but these launchers do work phenomenal, and they give you great power when you launch your bays. And I've also said it before, these launchers do not work with all the quad drive and even some of the quad strikes. A lot of the times the avatar chip on the quad drive or the quad strike sticks up a little bit too high, making it so it cannot grip it. So let's set this to the side and let's look at our Zwei Luinor. And here is Zwei Luinor. And look at that metal on the attack blades. This is awesome. I love that. Now Hasbro does not put a lot of metal on the energy layer specifically. In fact, I think this is the first Hasbro Bay that I have seen that has metal on the attack rings. So this is extremely exciting for me. This Bay is going to hit hard for sure. So there is your Zwei Luinor. And here is your disc. This is your D69-P disc. And already check that out. I think that is epic right there. So it's got these little flaps. I don't know how these are going to affect the battle, but it looks like it might give it an extra boost in power when it's spinning. And when it drops down, looks like when it drops down, it'll help give it some stamina and some balance for defense. And that's the other thing that's kind of surprising with Zwei Luinor. As a balance type, you would definitely think that its defense would be much higher than what it is. Most of your balance type bays are extremely high in attack and defense as well. But Zwei Luinor is high in attack and his defense is almost non-existent, but the weight is through the roof. So this is going to be interesting to see how this applies. So going on, this is our PR-02 driver. So it says it has 3 mode tips on here. How they activate this is not the same as Master Devils as I would have thought. So I don't know how to change it. I don't know if it changes in battles, but you don't twist it or anything like that. Oh wait, maybe. There we go. So yeah, you pull up and you twist and goes into the next one. Pull up and twist the other way. So this is going to be exciting. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see what it is capable of. So let's put Zwei Luinor together now. Alright, and here is our Zwei Luinor. He is heavy. I think this is the heaviest bay that we have in the Pro Series so far. This is massive. Alright, so let's give it a test spin and then we're going to throw it in the ring and put it up against some of the other Pro Series bays. Alright, now we got our stadium set up. So let's lock and load Zwei Luinor in our launcher and then let's give him a test spin. He is spinning actually very strong, you can hear it. It looks like the mode that we have is a defense mode. I'm afraid to touch him and stop him because of that metal. I'm gonna go for it though. Yeah, that hurt a little bit, not gonna lie. Alright, now let's change the battle tip and let's see how he interacts with the other ones. Lift and twist. So that one seems to definitely be the attack mode tip. He is all over the place, extremely top heavy. It's hard for him to grip the ring, so I can see that as being an issue with ringing himself out. But as he gets control of himself, you can see he has great control. Now let's try out the last mode. So we're gonna switch it out, move it over one more. So this should be your stamina style. That stamina tip mode is actually really good. He is still spinning strong. Alright, now let's get it into some battles. Let's test him out against some of the other Pro Series bays. Alright, now let's get going with some battles. We're going to put up our Zwei Luinor up against another attack bay. We're going to see how well it does, but we're going to switch his mode. We're going to go back into the attack mode. Let's do attack on attack just to see how that works. And there they go. And that was incredible. Those were some good, solid, strong, and powerful hits by Zwei Luinor. But still, Ace Dragon does take that match easily. Now let's try our Zwei Luinor in the defense mode to see how well he does against Ace Dragon. And there it is. Get the ultimate reboot driver to kick in hard. Zwei Luinor in his defense mode takes to that center right away. And there they go. And those defenses are actually really great, despite it not having any defensive stats. That is actually really impressive. So let's move on. We're going to switch out our Ace Dragon. We're going to go with Perfect Phoenix, one of the best defensive type bays in the entire game. And we're going to switch our Zwei Luinor into the stamina mode to see how well he does. Alright, now let's try out Perfect Phoenix and Zwei Luinor in stamina mode. And look at those just crazy hard hits. I do not think I put Zwei Luinor in stamina mode right there. I think that was more of defense. That was defense on defense. Those metal clashing was intense. That was epic. Now let's try it out. Let's switch Zwei Luinor back to attack mode, which I know for certain is going to be the middle mode on this driver. So let's try that out with Perfect Phoenix. Zwei Luinor hits hard. That is, just look at that, just knocked the camera over. And he also wrung out Perfect Phoenix. That was actually intense. So Luinor being primarily an attack bay, I do think his best mode on that tip is gonna be the attack mode. But let's switch it up now. Let's keep Zwei Luinor in his attack mode. Let's put him up against Wizard Fafnir and see how well he does against the rubber blades. Alright, now let's put Zwei Luinor in attack mode up against Wizard Fafnir. And I don't believe what just happened. That was a double burst. Regardless though, Wizard Fafnir is one of the hardest Pro Series bays to burst. Zwei Luinor just bursted him. And we're definitely going to look at that in slow motion and just see who bursted first. Whether it was the rubber that bursted Zwei Luinor, and the pieces and the debris from Zwei Luinor came back and burst Wizard Fafnir. But we will definitely check that out. Alright, now let's put up our Zwei Luinor up against our Tac Luinor. Now Tac Luinor is an actual balanced type. It has a very high defense and a very high attack as well. So this will be interesting. Tac Luinor is harder to burst than Zwei Luinor is. But we're going to keep Zwei Luinor in his attack mode since that seems to be the best mode for this bay. And there they go. And that was an incredible battle. And that just shows you just how powerful Tac Luinor is. But as for Zwei Luinor, that was insane. We're going to give that match one more round just to see if there's a different outcome. And there they go, and just like that, Zwei Luinor rings Tac Luinor out. One of the hardest things to do with Tac Luinor is to ring him out, but he did come back around and shove him in there just to keep him in there. And there you guys have it. That is your Beyblade Burst Pro Series Zwei Luinor. Now this bay I actually love. It is incredible. Probably one of the best bays in the Pro Series. Now next Beyblade Burst Pro Series tournament event, I could guarantee this bay will take it to the finals for sure. He is going to wipe the floor with a lot of the bays. This heavy metal up on top of the energy layer is going to be destructive. Now I do not recommend using Zwei Luinor up against some of your standard type bays from like the Quad Drive or the Quad Strike even, because this bay can break them for sure. But this is your Zwei Luinor from the Beyblade Burst Pro Series. Now out of a rating of 1 to 10, I will give this an 8 out of 10 for sure. It is still a must get. It is great for competition, and it is even better for your collection, regardless. So let me know in the comments below what you think of Zwei Luinor. And until next time, you guys have yourselves a great night.